never, ever, ever know. I can't tell, never. So I've changed it to E. Fingers crossed that's right.
So let us know.
If it's wrong, tell me. I've got the kids out there fending for themselves, so this will be interesting. All right, I'll let you know. You let me know if it's E or an A. Bye.
And just got to get my group going live.
I'll tag you in it.
Zoom, Facebook. Michelle, can you stop sharing for a moment? Yep. I've just got to. Let's see if that's working. So we should be almost. Yeah, we were live.
Oh, were we? And I'm going live. Oh, well.
And I stopped it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is crazy. So let's see.
There's always so much going on.
Still alive.
It says it's streaming live.
Is it? Yes, it says we are live. So good afternoon, Michelle. Hello. It's lovely to have you here. So
thank you.
How your wallet affects your wardrobe. This is interesting, isn't it? Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
It's an exciting topic. I was trying to work out how to fit what I do in with what you do. And I knew there'd be a way, and then it just came to me, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's what we can talk about.
Awesome.
Yes.
So, the title of I'm going to share my screen just quickly for a moment, and we will get to where I'm meant to be. Not there, but we are meant to be here. So welcome. Now, are you seeing this screen? Is that you are?
I see your screen, yes.
Yep. Okay, so Style, Health and Wellness basically came about because as a stylist, I only have specific skills. I kind of help women get over some of the body image not issues, but the body image blockages that we have as women. And so what I've done is I've actually incorporated health and wellness into it, because when you're going on a journey of transformation or change, you need all of these elements to help you along the road to, you know, wherever your outcome might be, or your desire. So like I said, I am not the expert when it comes to that, but I am the expert when it comes to coaching around style, body shapes, and how we actually emotionally connect to clothing. A lot of us kind of see those beautiful models with their airbrush figures and expect that that's what women are meant to look like. Like, women have wobbly bits, women have those things that make them uniquely them. So learning to accept that and love their bodies is what I'm all about. And it's been a long journey for me, like accepting my own body, because I've always been that, you know, that gawky kid that was always larger, always taller, always, you know, beefier than all of my siblings even. So for me, I've had that emotional journey, and I really understand where women come from when they're talking about their wardrobes and you know, just how they feel about looking at themselves in the mirror. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our beautiful Michelle Ann. Now, Michelle has an amazing heart. She's going to take us on a little bit of a journey and just let you know where she's come from and how she's got to where you are now, Michelle, right, in this on this journey of discovery and helping women with their life paths. So without further ado, I'll stop the share and I'll take it back. And Michelle, you should be right to go.
Woohoo! Well, thank you firstly for having me. Super duper exciting. And I love that we all get to work together. And that even though our businesses are, like, really, if you looked on paper, are completely different, that they're still merged. Like, as you said, health and wellness is definitely part of how you dress. Like, lifestyle, everything about that is,
it all goes together.
It goes together really, really well. So it's great that, because a lot of interviews I get done is usually around like spiritual circles and things like that, which I love, but this is nice because it's refreshing, because it's something completely new. So yeah, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. So I do have a little PowerPoint presentation. I'm not a huge PowerPoint person, but I like it to keep me on track so I know where I'm going. So I'll share my screen and you can
looking forward to it, Michelle. And I know that there's lots of listeners out there that are probably wanting information. So if you have any questions for Michelle, please pop them in the comments and she will actually get back to you a little bit later with her answers. So yeah.
Excellent.
Let's go.
So can you see that PowerPoint now?
Yes, I can see that.
Oh, technology is working.
I know.
Before we start, I'll let you have a little inside behind the scenes story about where I'm sitting. I'm actually sitting in my bedroom at the moment. I have a beautiful healing space out in my garage that I've set up purposely for what I do, with a beautiful background. But I have 2 little children and I'm about to have a yoga class run in that space. So I knew there'll be people coming, my children will be running around. Speak the devil, one's just entered, even though I told them no. It's our 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I said, when mummy goes into that bedroom, that's it. So he's still got a little hand there. Okay, this is my 4-year-old.
Hello, gorgeous.
Casey. And so I'm set up in my bedroom because I think you just have to make things happen. And that's part of my presentation today, is about saying yes to things and trusting that whatever's meant to happen in your life is meant to happen. So when you asked me, and yes, 5 o'clock wasn't the perfect time for me, but I was like, well, let's just make it happen.
Yeah.
So I'm set up here in my bedroom, and I thought it was private, but maybe not so much. Go see your sister.
And we've all had kids. We've all experienced what it's like to be a mum and a working mum. So absolutely, I love children. Children are very grounding. They bring us back to earth. They
do. Quick, smart, bring you back to earth.
Very
good. So my presentation today, as I said before, is how your wallet affects your wardrobe. Before we go any further, we just had a little discussion before we started as to how to spell the word affects. I didn't know. I took a wild stab that it was an A. Lucia tells me it's an E, so I quickly changed it. We still don't know if it's correct. So, but you get what we're saying. You know what we're trying to get at. So, if anyone wants to share and tell us how you actually spell that word in this sense, we'll see if we got it right. So, how your wallet affects your wardrobe. So, we'll go across to the next slide. So, firstly, I thought I'd just quickly introduce myself. Keep an eye on the time, just so I don't go over. So who am I? So it's hard to listen to someone if you don't actually know their background and a little bit about them. So I thought I'd just introduce myself. So as Lucia said, my name is Michelle Ann. Michelle Ann's my middle name. So Michelle Ann Saunderson is my full name. And my business name is, I call myself Michelle Ann Soul Healer, because I couldn't think of a word that encompassed everything I did. But what I did find that when people left my company, they always said, oh my God, I just feel really good. You always make me feel warm and happy and like just warm my soul. So I thought, oh, soul healer, because I do energy work, and I do, it's not actually Reiki. I call it intuitive energy work. It turns out it's quite a shamanic taste to it. If you don't know what the word shamanic is, don't freak out, because a lot of people don't. But it works a lot with animals, plants, as you can see me there with a feather and crystals, and it's very intuitive, intuitive. So this PowerPoint too, I just put this up the top to remind people that I am all about inspiration, not information. A reason I don't really like PowerPoints is because I've sat through a million at work. I'm actually a police officer, which I think I say in the next point. And it's just people reading off a PowerPoint, which I find completely boring. But I feel PowerPoints are good to keep you on track and inspire you. So this should be, what I want is, I'm not giving you information. I want you to watch me, hear me talk, and be inspired to change something in your life. That to me is a perfect situation at the end of a presentation. So I'm all about inspiring people. So as I said, I'm a police officer and an energy healer. So it doesn't really make sense. Can I go back? Yeah, I'll go back. So I'm actually been a police officer for coming up 21 years now. And it's a very, very masculine job. I'm not on the road anymore. I'm in the office, but still very masculine, still very process systems driven. I do enjoy my job, definitely. I love the people I work with. I love the type of work I do. But I've always said it's a great job, but it doesn't fill my soul with fire. Like, it's not it's not my true, I'm not put on this earth to be a police officer, put it that way. I'm good at my job, but that's not my sole purpose. And I feel a lot of people are feeling that way. They may not be a police officer, they may be doing another job that they like, but it's not why they're here. So I've worked out that it's my sole purpose is to do the type of work I'm doing with my healings and my coaching and bringing people into their true power. That's my purpose. And my police officer job I love, and it pays the bills and it does its job. But yeah, it's a bizarre mix, and it's a mix that people find quite amusing. They're like, what? So 1 minute I'm out and I actually still have a gun and I still go on the firing range and have to shoot. And 1 minute I've found myself meditating and doing essential oils and crystals and sage, and literally the next day I'm on the firing range shooting a gun, and I'm like, well, this is crazy. So very weird story. So that's a little bit about me. My big thing that I teach people is how to get out of fear, get out of your own way, basically, how to just step away from the fear. That's because everyone that is not doing what they should be doing is out of absolute fear, and including myself. Like everybody says, oh, you should just quit the police and do your passion, like do your sole purpose. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, but you don't have to pay the bills. Like, you know, I've got 2 little ones, I've got a mortgage. What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not good enough? What if it? So I'm still in a slight part of fear, but I do recognize it, and it's just slowly chipping away. But I've also pushed myself way out of my comfort zone to get where I am now, and that's what I teach people, is how to push themselves through the fear, out of the icky feeling where you get, and you've been it, when you feel literally sick to the stomach, you're that scared. Yep, Lucia's like, that's me. When you're terrified because you're about to do something that it scares the pants off you. But I've learned along the way that the more it scares the pants off you, hey, pants, wardrobe, that's what you're meant to be doing. Yeah, it's so true. So it's about getting out of your fear and stepping into your true self. So that's what I'm all about, and that's what I like to inspire people to do. And saying yes to things. It's a huge mantra of mine. I just say yes to everything that feels right. Obviously, if it doesn't feel right, I don't say yes. But if my intuition or my gut is telling me, or my heart is telling me that I'm feeling like I should do it, I now say yes before my brain even kicks in. I've been offered courses, even my shamanic course. I got offered the course. I was like, I don't even know what shamanism is. I had no clue. But I was like, I feel drawn to it. I'm just going to say yes. And I turned up to the course and I watched the woman that was taking the program doing all these weird and wonderful things with her hands and her voice. And I was looked at her and thought, wow, that is what I do in my healings. So I realized I'd been drawn to it because I was already doing shamanic work, and I was drawn to that for a reason. And if I had have doubted myself or jumped into my brain or my head, I would have said no, because I didn't know what it was, and I wouldn't be where I am now. Yeah. So to me, it's all about saying yes, even when you feel a bit funny with it. And as I said this at the start of the presentation, saying yes, even if it's not perfect timing or if it's not the perfect way to do it, is saying yes. And saying yes before you actually know what you're doing is another huge thing I do. My sister's taught me that. Diane McKendrick's my sister, if you follow her. She's a queen of saying yes to things, and like she's selling packages and things that she hasn't even written, and they're amazing. And I've done the same thing. I've just released my Soul University. I know exactly what it's going to be like because I have in my head. I know they're going to manifest it. It's going to happen exactly as I know it's going to happen, but I haven't got the content exactly written down. I haven't got the exact course, but I've sold 6 out of 10 places already. So because I know it's meant to happen, like it's meant to happen. So saying yes, and connecting in with yourself and how you feel when you get asked a question. I see you lots of nodding there, Lucia, so I can see this is very relevant to you. Yeah. And most people, I'd say, would have to be very similar. So now how do we connect what I do with wardrobe and styling? That's why I was scratching my brain and I was like, how does this work? But it dawned on me that wardrobe and wallets or money is all energy. So I work with energy. I do healings. Energy is that's just what I live for. I live and breathe energy. So everything we touch and feel is energy. A physical object, my table, myself, the fan, everything's energy, and we're all vibrating at a certain a level. It's scientifically proven. The other funny thing with me, Lucia, I don't know if you know this, but I've got a science degree as well.
Oh my goodness. No.
Yeah. I went to school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I enjoyed biology and anatomy. I thought, I'll go and do science degree. So I did a science degree. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. Mum was like, oh, why don't you get into forensics? And I thought, oh yeah, I like a few dead bodies, that'll be interesting. I was always really like so interested in anatomy, physiology and biology. I just loved it. So I thought, oh, okay. So I did a forensic subject, which only certain people got accepted into, and it ended up in the forensic course. And then Dad's like, why don't you just join the police? So that's how I joined the police. I ended up joining to be in the forensic section, which I never end up doing. But yeah, but I am very science driven. So the fact that everything's energy and a vibration makes complete sense to me. It's physics.
Absolutely.
So what I like to talk about is the flow, like the in and out. So wardrobe and money or your wallet is very, very similar because we are energy. Now, I know with money, I had a very scarcity mindset around money. I always had enough. I definitely had enough, but I had just enough to pay my bills, just enough to get by. There'd be times where I'd feel a bit squeamish when bills would come, like, oh, I don't know, like it was always on the edge. But since doing all my self-development and my mindset around money's changed, it's flowing like you've got no, like it's crazy. Even in COVID times, I'm earning more than I ever have. And it's because I realized that money is energy. And energy needs to flow. This was my biggest aha moment. The energy needs to come in, energy needs to go out. So if you are hoarding money, like money's not ours. It's just a commodity. It's shared. It's a flow. It comes in, it goes out. So if you're hoarding it and like scrimping and saving, you're blocking the flow of energy. And I think the same thing happens in your wardrobe. And look, I am no wardrobe expert. Like after writing this, I'm like, oh, I've got some work to do. So your wardrobe is the same thing. If things come in, but things need to go out. Same with money. Money comes in, but it also needs to go out. So now I concentrate as much as what goes in as what goes out with my wallet. And the same thing with the wardrobe. I think you would agree that new things come in, old things have to go out to make space for the new stuff. And it just flows then, and then everything is harmonious. So huge, in, out, and concentrating on not hanging on too tight, because that's when blockages happen, and we know blockages aren't fun. Like you think of pipes, water's meant to flow. If you get a blockage in the middle of the pipe, you're going to have an explosion, or you're going to have some really yucky stuff go down. So I always feel like that. So if you're looking in your wallet or you're looking in your wardrobe and you're thinking things aren't working well for you, then I would really, really encourage you to start thinking about it as a flow of energy, because it really makes sense to me. And the other big thing that I could see the connection with was the receiving and the deserving. So a big thing for me is I didn't think I deserved to receive money. Like I always knew I was a good person, but I didn't think I was good enough to receive large amounts of money. And the same thing was happening in my wardrobe. Clearly, I was not feeling like I actually deserved to spend money on myself and buy pretty clothes. And who am I to have a beautiful wardrobe of lovely things? So I was, again, in scarcity, I was hanging on to clothes that I've had for like, oh my God, it's embarrassing. And I must admit, I still do it. I hang on to things for like 20 years. Like I can see on Facebook, because I'm like, oh my God, I had that same dress on like 10, 12 years ago. But I'm happy because I still fit it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So it's all about being able to deserve your clothes and deserve your money. Did you have any issues with that with people? They don't think they deserve new clothes?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking as you were saying it. The receiving and the deserving. A lot of women aren't enabling that flow. They're really they're so good at giving to others, but not to themselves. So and it really shows when I see a woman's wardrobe. I can see if there's a love for herself, or if she's got that energy imbalance. So definitely got that energy imbalance, so that it's not about her so much.
It's about everyone else.
She's diminished. She's diminished.
It's such an interesting concept.
It's just, it blows me away too. Every time I see a woman's wardrobe, it blows me away.
Tells you a whole story about them. That's so interesting. Because I even noticed lately, since I've been feeling more abundant and feeling more worthy, and my business is going really well and everything's flowing, I'm getting more and more beautiful new dresses in my wardrobe. I've actually made it a new thing that when I do my grocery shopping, because I have a set amount I like to spend on groceries, is every day when I go between Aldi and Coles, I like to get both. And in the middle, there's this gorgeous dress shop.
Yep.
It's not really expensive, but I go through, and even if I've got the kids, I'm like, I'm going in and I'm buying an item.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah, and it's the best feeling. Like, I love it because I deserve it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think just that deserving, and the thing is receiving and deserving. When you look in a wardrobe, putting something new in and moving the other stuff around is unblocking the energy flow. So
Yes.
you're selecting, like these clothes that are at just one end of your wardrobe, then this end of the wardrobe is very blocked. So there's a lot of blocked energy there somewhere in your wardrobe.
Yeah, it's so true how it works. Yeah, so I've heard Diane, my sister, told me this. If you put one piece of clothing in, you should be taking a piece of clothing out.
Yeah.
I'm getting better, but I still struggle.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to get rid of it though, Michelle.
Okay.
I'm not about getting rid of the clothing. I'm more about using all of it. So being really mindful of what the whole wardrobe looks like and using everything. So using all of it, not just the ones that you gravitate to on the particular day.
Yeah.
You can actually become really adventurous with your clothing if you gravitate and have a strategy in place that you can choose a color that you feel like for the day, color is energy as well, of course.
Yes.
And that's, your color and your elevation is also by what you're looking at the wardrobe. So
yeah, it's amazing. It's a whole science. It's another science. Your wardrobe is literally a science. And I love it when I find stuff that I forget that I bought.
I know.
I had something the other day with a tag on it. And it was one of the items I'd bought when I'd done the grocery shopping. And I thought, oh, shit, I forgot I had this beautiful skirt. And I went to my friends for dinner, just like casual up the road, like literally I could wear my pajamas. She's one of those friends.
Yep.
But I felt like being like girly. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because I live in gym gear. Like I'm in my gym gear now because I'm about to do yoga. And I exercise every day and I'm always in my gym gear. It feels really nice to go out and put a dress on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just tell your body that you're beautiful.
Yes.
You're telling your body that you're beautiful and that you love it.
And that you deserve. Yeah, there's nothing better than, especially when you've done a workout or done some exercise, than to have your shower and then wash off it all off and then freshen up and like put your, like a little tanner I like to put on and some nice, like all my oils I put all over myself and I feel beautiful. Like I love it.
Yeah. It's just making, and like you said, that deserving. You do deserve it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Exercise. This isn't the type of exercise I've been talking about. This is an exercise for people to do, by the way. I won't make you do squats, although I do love exercise. If you watch any of my stuff and follow me on social media, you'll know that all I do, like I love moving and it just makes me happy. So, but this isn't one of those ones. So it's a little exercise. If you're watching at home, you might want to jot these points down. Yeah. And I feel it's a really good thing to do this for your wallet, but also your wardrobe. So the question is, what does your wallet or your wardrobe look like? How's it set up? How's it all organized? What does it look like? A big one is it organized?
Yes.
Because I tell you what, when I did this with people's wallets, it's a game changer. People come to me and they say, "Oh, there's no money in my life. I got all these bills," and I go, "Show me your wallet," and they're like, "What?" I said, "Show me your wallet," and there's shit shoved in everywhere. There's receipts and crap. And there's like 50-cent piece, no money in it, it's falling apart. And I'm like, that is the story of your money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
And your wardrobe would be the same. If there's shit everywhere and it's falling down, you don't obviously value it. So you're not going to put your focus on it. Yeah. So what's in it? What sort of stuff is in your wallet or your wardrobe? Like, do you have good quality things? Is it full or is it scarce or is it, it's a really, really interesting exercise to do. And what does it represent to you? Like when I first did this exercise, I looked at my wallet. It was falling apart. I got it from the bloody cheap bin. It was fake leather. It had the bits, the pleather stuff comes off and flakes off.
Never had a wallet like that. I've always had a good wallet.
Oh, there you go. And you're probably quite abundant. Yep.
Yeah. I'm Italian. Italians love leather.
Oh, Italian, of course.
Yeah, we love, so Italians just have that I don't know, it's ingrained. It's
Yeah.
almost like, you know, you've got to have a good wallet.
Yep. So it's a big one. Get rid of your shitty old wallets and get something that actually feels good to you, and it represents something of value and something of that means something. Where wallet for a wallet is, where did you buy it? As I said, did you get it from the cheap bin, or did you go in and actually think, I deserve a beautiful wallet, I'm going to go into Mimcote and get an actual beautiful wallet? Same with your clothes. I guess there's fun times where you can get some great bargains. I love a bargain more than anybody. But sometimes you're like, you know what? I actually deserve this. I went in, and I'm not a big lingerie person, but again, I have someone's, again, it was my sister, and she said, what do you wear to bed? And like, I literally, this is too much information, actually, I won't go there. But I dag around in my pajamas. Like just old t-shirts. And then I realized what does that mean about how you value yourself? So I went, I'm going to buy some nice lingerie. And I went into bras and things, and I'm not a big spender on clothes. I prefer to spend money on other things because of my values. Like, I can't spend whatever it was, $90 on a little short bra. I know, I said to myself, you deserve it. And I went and paid the money, and I bought it, and I love it. I wear it all the time.
There you go.
Because it makes me feel special. So,
exactly.
And then, how does it make you feel when you put it on? Like, so every time I put that on, I feel deserving, I feel beautiful, I feel happy, and I feel abundant because I had the money to be able to buy that piece of clothing. That's so important.
You know, worthy is one of those things that, you know, that makes you feel worthy. You've got that emotional connection to that item, so it's just beautiful.
And it's got a feeling around it. Everything has a feeling. So I'd highly recommend anyone watching at home to write these questions down, and next time you're journaling, or even if you're just pondering in your head or going for a walk, have a think about them and think about your wallet and your wardrobe together and how they can connect with each other. Because I tell you what, if you have more money, you can buy more clothes. That's another thing I noticed.
If that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly. So some take, that's my sister, everybody, if you missed that, Diane. So just some take-home tips for everybody. So basically that treat your money and your clothes like energy. So allowing things to flow in and out. To, again, allow the flow. That's the hugest one, I think. Be conscious around it. Be like actually aware that there is a thing about this, and you be present when you receive money, when you buy clothes, when you put your clothes in your wardrobe. Be present and conscious around it instead of just flippantly not even thinking about it, like doing it in autopilot. So really be present. I think that makes a big difference with your feelings, and how it makes you feel. So when you're putting that item in, or you're receiving that money and putting in your wallet, how does that make you feel? What feelings comes around it?
So try to make that deserving, try to make that deserving feeling come with the garment. So
yes.
It goes into your wardrobe, you always have that feeling, that emotion connected to that garment. So
yes, so true, because every piece of item in your wardrobe has a story.
Yeah, it does.
I love the exercise. We do it as a bit of a icebreaker at some of our meetups and our events. Is we ask the person, they obviously don't know the person standing beside them, and we ask them to tell each other about their outfit. And everyone just gets so excited because everything's got a story. Like, oh, I got this amazing here, and this is what happened on that day, and I got these at St. Vinny's, and I only paid $2. I was so excited. And or I've never been able to wear these for the last 10 years and now I lost weight. Like, everything they've put on's got a story. So another good, I should have put that with the exercise.
Exactly. It's interesting you say that, because when we did that coffee chat with you, and we were discussing the snapshots of the wardrobes, and most of the women said, oh my God, my wardrobe's a mess. That's another thing that most women come back with is, oh my God, my wardrobe's a mess. In actual fact, it's not a mess. It's just it doesn't have a real plan, like there's no real strategy behind where they've put things. So and that emotional feeling that they connect to their wardrobe when they say that is blocking that flow of energy as well. Just that mindset around what they're saying. So it's very powerful.
It's huge stuff. Huge. So that's sort of a roundup of what I've come up with wardrobes and money and flows of energy. So I hope that helps everybody. I think it will, especially the little tips, the little exercises. I think you'll get a lot out of that. And then I've just got a few little bits to, if people love what I was talking about, just where you can connect with me. So I do have a Facebook group called Soul Junkies. I think Lucia's on that. Soul Junkies Connect on Facebook. We run, as Lucia said, a community coffee every Wednesday. So I'm in Forest Lake. We do them face-to-face every second week. But the beauty with COVID is the best thing that I had to start doing them online for a while there. And so I was connecting with all these beautiful people that aren't actually in Forest Lake or even Brisbane, like you, people in Canberra, Bali, like overseas, Tasmania, like amazing. I think my virtual ones, I actually like them better.
Because you get such a big cross section of people. You really do.
Beautiful. So they're free, obviously, and you just get them on my Soul Junkies page. So Soul School I run monthly. The next one's on the 19th of October. Cacao circles. Again, I do like cacao's hot chocolate, and I do like a women's sharing circle. Oh, my battery's running low. I had it all set up. Oh, I unplugged it. That's right. It's all good. We're set.
Oh, that's all right.
It just flicks off when it's, hang on a second.
I know.
It gives you like 2 seconds warning.
Yes, I know.
I moved my laptop to print something. That's why I unplugged it. Oh, lucky I was organised.
Yes.
That's a freak out.
I received my cacao too, Michelle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got my samples. So
yay.
I'm doing up my little packages. So
yeah. So Lucia's as part of her packages, she's offering little sample bags of cacao. Which is exciting. So they're also free. So I run, the next one is on the 30th, and I'm running it part virtual and then part face to face.
Yes.
So 10 people are going to come in and do it face to face, and the other people will sign in online.
So whereabouts are you, Michelle? Forest Lake.
Forest Lake, which is sort of southwest of Brisbane.
Southwest, so almost out Ipswich way.
Yeah, halfway between Brisbane and Ipswich.
Yeah, I'm thinking North Lakes, but it's
opposite end. Yeah, no, that's miles away. And we also have a half-day workshop, which is this Saturday.
Yes.
And we're offering free tickets to that, similar to your half-day workshop, I'm guessing. My sister and I run that together, so it's called the 6 Steps to Soul Success. So if you'd like that link, I'm sure Lucia will send that to you.
Yes.
And we do a big retreat as well, twice a year.
March. You were just showing photos of that today.
Yes. Oh my God. I think the dates have slightly changed after today. It's still March though. So beautiful. So so that's all the stuff we do. And I put this on here because I did this giveaway at your meetup, because I wasn't sure if it was a similar thing to webinar. But like, if you'd like to, I'll let you choose, like out of all your listeners, if someone.
So whoever's online and is interested in.
I didn't change the date. Whoops.
So Michelle, is this for the 4 weeks, or is it just for?
So this is a 4-week online program. That date's wrong. That's from the old PowerPoint. It starts on the 9th. Starts on Monday.
Yes.
It's a 4-week program. So it's worth $590. Yeah. So it's a huge giveaway. So
if someone comments Soul Healer on the comments, then they can be
so I'll let Lucia organise that, and she can.
Thanks, Michelle.
That's okay. You can work out how you want to, and then obviously once you decide who is going to take that the free ticket, definitely just send them my details. You connect us, and we'll talk about it. So
that sounds good.
Yeah. So if anyone's got any questions, but I think this is different to an actual live webinar, so there's probably stuff popping up on the Facebook, but clean up your energy. So clean up your wardrobe, clean up your money, clean up everything.
Clean up your life.
Clean up your life.
It's interesting with transformation too. When you go through experience transformation, this is the sort of energy that is getting not regurgitated, but it's sort of gathering its momentum, so you feel like you're almost taking a step forward and a step back. So that's kind of that energy that you're talking about, isn't it? Which is really interesting, because I've been going through that of late, just some massive shifts forward, and then I feel like I've gone back, so it's the nature of owning and operating your own business this happens. So it's riding the wave, but it's just a beautiful energy, a lightness when you feel like you're sort of almost there, and then you go through it again.
Yes, so it's like this. dips, and I must admit, the further along you get, because you're getting such highs, that the lows can be pretty
low,
but you get through them really heaps quicker.
Yeah,
A lot quicker. So sometimes you might have a low and it takes you 2 weeks to get sort of through it. But these days I have a low, and it might be a pretty full on one, but it might be 12 or 24 hours, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was done with that.
That was, yeah. Well, I've had that this week. It's been probably about 2 days, about 48 hours, and then like just out of nowhere, it's just kind of gone lifted, and it's like all the energy's there again. It's just it's bizarre, but it's so uplifting, when you're doing that. So thank you so much, Michelle, for that. Now I will get that name to you for the Soul School. Michelle has an amazing quality of teaching all of these skills to ladies. So get on over, put in the comments Soul Healer, and we look forward to linking you and Michelle up. So anything else, Michelle, that you want to share with
I was just going to say, if anyone does want to see what we do, we just had a new website built. So it's here at the bottom here. So www.those2sisters.com.
Okay, so we can share that link with those two sisters.
Yeah, so that's my sister and I, and that's got everything that we basically do is in the one spot. So we just literally had it go live last week. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It looks like amazing. It's exactly as I'm pictured.
Yes.
We've manifested the most perfect website designer who just gets us.
Yeah.
She's good, she's quick, she's just bang, bang. Yeah, she thinks forward thinking, and just the best.
And the thing is too, like it's somewhere that people can go to actually find you. So
and it's got all our programs. Like today, someone messaged me and said, "Oh, could you tell me some information about your Soul School?" And I said, "Yes. Well, if you just jump onto our website, and I've got it all set up so they can go click on Soul School. It tells them what it's about." And then I've literally yesterday, this is exciting, got set up like you can pay in full, obviously, or there's payment plans.
Oh, wow.
So they can pick which payment they want to pay it weekly over 6 weeks, or they want to pay it monthly, and it tells them the amount.
Oh, wow. And
then they plug it in, and it just automatically does their charging. So they're not having to worry about it. I'm not having to worry about it.
That's awesome.
Someone can literally come onto my website, buy my Soul School or my Soul University, and not even speak to me.
Just whichever way. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it looks good. Love it.
So I think the thing that really resonated with me today was that the thing about the wallet and the energy, and my teaching with the wardrobe and the energy, because I do chakra colors and.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so it's interesting how you're talking about that wallet and how that wallet looks, shabby and whatever, it's but the color of your wallet has a bearing as well. So same with your clothing, like the chakra colors, they all have a bearing on how you manifest whatever you want in your life. So I have a half-day workshop, which is on the 22nd of October as well. So yes, if anyone is interested in coming along, we're going to do chakra meditation, but we'll also take a snapshot of people's wardrobes as we did at the coffee.
That's fun, everybody. Get on there just for that. It's really interesting.
And
what day is that?
The 22nd of October is a Thursday.
Thursday. Righto.
From 10 till, I think it's 10 till 2. I'm doing a different time. I'm just trialing a different time for a different set of women. But yeah, just taking that snapshot of your wardrobe and then me interpreting, what that wardrobe speaks to me about. So yeah.
That's going to be good. Yeah, get on that for sure.
Yeah. So thank you. I am going to go and have a little rest now because I've got to meet up at 7 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to do my yoga.
Yes. Awesome. So thank you, Michelle. I loved all of that forensic stuff that you were saying. That is so interesting. And I can see where you are now is your place to be. Like it's just it's powerful. Yeah, what you do. You and your sister.
Together is even more powerful. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, ladies. We shall see you again next Thursday. Take it easy and remember Soul Healer in the comments if you'd like a free ticket to Michelle's soul school,
School.
4-week soul school. Bye.
Yay. Cool. Thank you, Lucia.
Okay, thanks.